Hello everyone, it is Wednesday night and it's time for a Facebook Live. Hang on, I didn't get my laptop out. I'm running behind. Oh dear. My son called just as I was trying to get ready, so of course that put me behind. So give me just a minute and I'll give you a minute to find me. I'll get this shared over to my page. We are playing tonight with the Autumn to Remember stamp set. There's no way to do this without a glare. Let me see if I just... Nope, that won't work. Anyway. This is actually a stamp set that was made for scrapbooking, but you can obviously use it for cards too. I do have a couple of scrapbook pages that I just quickly created today, kind of based on the pages that you can get if you get the whole kit. I didn't get the whole kit. I got the designer series paper, the two-tone cardstock, and the stickers. But if you get the whole kit, then it has some other extras. So I may have to do that for one of the Christmas ones. All right, let me get this copied over. And then we will get started. All right, that is posting. Let me get back over where I was. Okay, I think we're ready now. There we go. Okay. So as I was saying, this is actually a stamp set that was made for scrapbooking. So it has these nice big sayings that you can put on a scrapbook page, and then some nice images to add to. But I made this card with it instead. So we will make that. If you are new to my Facebook Live, I come to you almost every Wednesday. I had to not do it last Wednesday because I was sick. I caught a cold from my great niece the weekend before. So I didn't think I could even talk without coughing and sniffling and all that. So, but after this is over on my blog, I will put the measurements for everything that I used here, so that if you want to recreate this card or one similar to it, you have all the measurements to do that. I realized I need a sponge dauber. I didn't get that out. Let me find that real quick. Hopefully it's right on top. Yes, it is. Okay. We will get started making this. So this is, I just used this trio of trees and then this little leaf here. Now the sentiment, because I didn't want anything this big on this card, I pulled it from Autumn Expressions. So it's this, may the beauty of the season fill your heart with joy. So that's where the sentiment came from. All right, let's get started. Now I have already cut these and embossed them. So these two are with the new plaid embossing folder, which is one of my favorite. And then this is with the birch embossing folder. So I've got pecan pie, pumpkin pie, and Cajun craze. And then this is crumb cake. So our stamping, and then I have, this is with the nested essentials that I die cut that. All right, let's do our stamping. So this guy we're going to ink it up in pumpkin pie. And then we'll use Cajun Craze to do that middle tree. So just to give it a little bit different. And so I just take my sponge dauber and just go on that middle tree. And then we will stamp it in the middle of our, hopefully it will work. Usually I put the Stampin' Pierce mat underneath of it because it's photopolymer. And so now you have 2 orange trees and one that's kind of a rusty color. So that's just an easy way, if you've got a stamp like this, to add some different colors to it. All right, and then we're done with these colors. So I have that little leaf. Actually, I want to do my sentiment first. My sentiment is in Early Espresso. And it is going to just be towards the top of this piece of crumb cake. Hopefully I can make it straight. Not too bad. And then we will add a couple of leaves. And for that, I'm using crumb cake. So one on this end, and then one on this end. All right. That is all of our stamping. Get that out of the way. And now we can start putting our strips on. So I like to use my liquid glue when I'm adhering embossed paper. I'm going to move that sponge dauber out of the way. And I'm actually going to start at the top. Actually, we'll lay them out first just so we make sure we know about where we want them. Because I do kind of want them to be equal distance apart. That'll work. So let's do this pumpkin pie one first. Put it across the top. And I'm doing this before I adhere this crumb cake to my card base, just in case these are a little bit long. Then I can trim off the edges before I attach it to my card base. All right, our pecan pie. And then our Cajun Craze. Gonna go at the bottom here. And because they're embossed like that, it just adds a little extra texture to it. And so those two look like they might be just a tad long. So let me grab my paper snips and just turn it over, and then you can just trim that. You can see they're just a little bit long. There we go. Now it all is even, so we can put this on our card base. Let's do it this way. All right, and then this we're going to put up on dimensionals, and somehow I let myself run out of dimensionals. I have this left on the edge of one, and then I have some leftover ones from Paper Pumpkin. So yesterday, or I guess it was the day before, I ordered like 4 packages of dimensionals. All right, I am going to just put, now I want to put my twine. So you can tie a loopy bow if you want to. This is linen thread, but you can also just put some seal there. And you can adjust it if you don't get it right the first time. So just kind of lay it down. I think I actually used the crumb cake. All right, well, you just turn then. Because this, it looks a little bit lighter, doesn't it? But if you do that, then it just looks like there's a big bow. And now I can put a dimensional I'll just put one in each corner. Well, come off of there. And then if you just set this over, so the corner is going over, make sure all your ends are out of the way. Then it just looks like there's a nice big bow behind there. And then the last thing is I wanted to add some embellishments. So these are the adhesive backed textured dots. And they come in 2 sizes. And so we'll put, uh-oh, it flipped on me. Big one there. Little one. And then another little one. There we go. So next week, I kind of forgot to mention that at the beginning, somebody will win this card. So last week, I forgot to show you this. We made this, not last week, 2 weeks ago, we made this fun card with the humble home and this little fun fold. So I'll tell you in a few minutes who won that one. So next week, somebody will win this card. But there's our card. And this is one I did for a swap for Kay's, excuse me, for Kay's team meeting, September, I think it was. So I posted most of these, and some of them you may see tomorrow and Friday, but I'll go ahead and show you the rest of the swaps that I received from that team meeting. So there were a couple of Halloween ones. Susan made this one. These were from the retreat. I'm sorry, not from the team meeting. These were from the retreat. And Gail made that one. And then my fall one, and then a couple of other fall ones. This is from April. And this is from Khaki. And this is a fun fold. Isn't that pretty with those leaves? And then some Christmas ones. This one, I think, yeah, this one didn't have a mixture. I don't think it was inside. Nope. This one didn't have a name, but isn't that beautiful? And then this is from Beverly. And this is from Patience. And then the last one is this one that uses the Regal Flora, I think it's called. That paper is so pretty, and that ribbon is just gorgeous. It's Blackberry Bliss with gold on the edge of it. So those were all the swaps from the retreat that Kay had. And then the scrapbook pages. So the scrapbook, let me just show you what I got. Again, there's a whole kit that has more things. So this is the sticker sheet, and I've used some of them, and you'll see them on the scrapbook pages. Let me scoot you up just a little bit because I think you're not seeing everything. How close. So that's a sticker sheet that you get, or you can get when you get the designer series paper. This is the designer series paper, which is adorable. It has some really fun animals that go every which way. Trees, and then just some nice geometric shapes. And it's only got like 3 designs, but you get 4 of each one. So that's great if you're trying to do a whole bunch of scrapbook spreads. And then there's also, I also got the 2-toned cardstock. And it has the colors on the back, like our designer series paper does. Let me just pull out. So it has Cajun Craze, Early Espresso, Mossy Meadow, Old Olive, Pecan Pie, and Petal Pink. So what it means by 2-tone, let me just pull one of these out. So this is the Cajun Craze. So here, let me actually pull both because that will be easier for you to see. So one side is lighter than the other. So that's what they mean by 2-tone. So it's Cajun Craze, but one's a little bit lighter than the other. And so what I made with all of this, again, these were kind of patterned off of the pages you would make if you got the whole kit, but I didn't get the whole kit, so I didn't have all the pieces, so I had to kind of improvise. So I cut my own leaves, and they're just barely stuck in the middle because I don't know what size of photos I'll put on here, so I just kind of put some white on there. But this is what I created. And so these are some of the stickers that I got. This is the designer series paper. So I just made those 2 pages today. So a lot of fun. I used to do scrapbooking all the time, and I haven't done it for quite a while. But it's kind of fun to get back into it. All right. I think this is the last thing. Oh, just a couple of reminders. I don't have the flyer right by me, but the kits are still on sale, up to 30% off through next Thursday. So you only have about a week left for that. And then also, if you are interested in getting a discount on everything you buy, the starter kit special is still going on. So normally you get $125 worth of product for $99, and then you get at least 20% off all your purchases after that. But right now for the month of October, there's a special going on, and it's $155 worth of product for $99, and you don't pay shipping on that. And again, then you'll have, for at least 3 months, 20% off everything you purchase. And if you maintain your minimums, then you'll stay active and get to save money even longer. You do not have to do what I do. You do not have to teach classes. You do not have to do Facebook Lives or any of that. You can be what we call a happy shopper, which just means you get to save money on your purchases. So if that's something you're interested in, let me know. That also is going on just through next Thursday, so a little over a week on that. Okay, I think that's it, and let's see who won this cute card from last week. I just love this fun fold. It's so easy. So if you didn't see this, you can go back and find it either here on Facebook or on YouTube. I always load these up to YouTube also. And to be in the drawing for the card that we made tonight, this guy, I look at everybody that commented here on Facebook. So if you comment on this video on Facebook, you'll be in the drawing next week. So the winner of this card is Debbie. So I will get that to her. All right. I think that is it for tonight. Thank you so much for joining me, and we will be back. I'll be back next week with something fun to do. All right. Thanks. Bye.